The second half of Rashi is lifted from the Bereshit Rabbah that provides two explanations as to why Esav emigrated to the land of Edom. Reason one is on account of the debt of exile. The second reason is on account of the embarrassment that Esav would need to endure over the fact that he sold the Bechorah, his rights as head of household. And although we have maintained that Rashi is primarily focused upon the Pshuta Shel Mikra, if in situations that the Pshuta Shel Mikra is somewhat problematic, Rashi will turn to the Medrash in providing a response for the textual anomaly or difficulty, which, it seems, has happened here. However, a close comparison between Rashi's commentary here and the Medrash Rabbah will produce a crucial difference between the two. That difference lies in the word umipnei. In the Bereshit Rabbah, we have two distinct options to explain the actions of Esav. The second, according to the Bereshit Rabbah, is attributed to Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi. When Rashi intends to introduce a second alternative explanation to a particular text, he does so by including the words V'yesh Omrim, that there is another option, or some terms similar to V'yesh Omrim. In this commentary, we do not have a V'yesh Omrim. Medrash 2 is introduced with a conjunctive Vav, U Mipnei, which would lead us to conclude that the second reason provided by Rashi, the embarrassment aspect, is an extension to the first reason, the debt of exile. In other words, from the standpoint of Rashi, what we have here is really a Pshuta Shel Mikra statement, L'haspik mireh lebehemot shelahem, and a single midrashic explanation combining both reasons, the debt of exile and the embarrassment factor, to compensate the shortcomings of the Pshuta Shel Mikra. Which brings us to question 6 regarding Rashi's commentary to the words V'lo yachla eretz megorehem, in which if the source for Rashi's medrashic interpretation comes from the Bereshit Rabbah, and in the Bereshit Rabbah we have two distinct reasons to explain Esav's actions, why is it that Rashi combines both reasons of the Bereshit Rabbah into a single explanation? Which leads into question 7 regarding the two midrashic accounts. The fact that Rashi introduces a second midrashic account indicates some shortcoming with the first, for which there is a need to turn to Midrash number 2, and nevertheless, of the two Midrashic accounts, the second is more problematic than the first, and therefore for this reason, the debt of exile explanation takes priority by the very fact that it is placed first, with the embarrassment factor included merely as support to the first Midrashic explanation. Question 7. What are the relative merits of each of the two Midrashim, and in particular, why is Midrash number 1 more useful in responding to the inadequacies of the Pshuta Shel Mikra over Midrash number 2?